going on, guys? Hey, this is just a quick video because, you know, I gotta save my energy to rip Roy and Reese apart later. But anyway, I heard that, and see, this is a problem with YouTube. If you play people's content or something, even if it's words about them, they're like, oh my God, flagging, but yet somebody can go on a stream, and you got cocksuckers out there that'll let them go on the panel, spew a bunch of bullshit about you. And people, but luckily for me, it's good old Serbert there. I mean, nobody believes his ass anyway. He's a fucking known pathological liar. Even the people that tell Serb they believe him, they don't believe him. They just say it. But I heard that Serb was saying that I was like, I think it was meth, that I was on meth, right? And he was on Necro's panel saying that. So let me challenge you both to something. Since Necro, you let him up there saying it, and Serb, you little bitch, you've been fucking saying it. Put your money where your mouth is, Serb. Here you go. How about this? I drug test. Now, again, you talk shit. This will, again, put you in your little fucking place. I mean, if you think about it, I would call Serb a dick sucker, but if you ever seen that little camera, his mouth does look like a pussy, doesn't it, with the way that little beard goes around? But anyway, Serb, I challenge you. $1,000 says not only don't I have, meth in my system, I don't have anything, not even a Tylenol, alcohol, anything. So when you want to run your fucking mouth, Serb, again, you're the fucking biggest lying bitch I've ever seen in my life. You're just a sad little man. You are. You're a sad little fucking person. You're a pussy. You're a bitch. You're a liar. You're all of that. Now, see what I'm saying? I'll put my money where my mouth is, 100%. I'm saying you're a pussy, and I'll prove that. Challenge. Call me out, sir. Take me up on that. I'm talking about the drug test. I'll do that. But the pussy part, if you want to fucking anytime, you're a bitch, sir. Anybody who lets you on there, Necro, fuck you too, you motherfucker. You want to let people on your panel saying that shit, and you don't even fucking, like, hey, well, don't be saying that shit. You're an opportunist cocksucker, Necro. That's what you are. And you let them up there saying it was on your fucking stream, Necro, so why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Both of y'all. I mean, you sit there and say that shit, you know, just throw out stuff. Again, like I said, everybody knows Serb's full of shit. But see, that's the thing, like, remember last night on the lounge, like when, you know, Torp got a little heated at Bobby. Now, I was trying to, you know, tell Torp that I had seen Bobby, but somehow I muted myself for 10 minutes. Some people say I sound better muted. But anyway, Torp come in kind of, you know, mad. And some people might see that thinking like, you know, he was overreacting. But again, you know, it's like, it goes back to that time when Blaze said that shit, right, about my daughter. Later that day, I seen Bobby in a stream. Blaze was in there, and Bobby was just like, you know, he wasn't really chatting with him, but he was like, you know, in there chatting like no big deal. So it fucking pissed me off. I'm thinking, this dude says that shit about me, and you guys are just fucking cool with it. Like that fucking dumbass Tracy. She's like, oh my God, he called me the B word, which I swear to God I do not recall doing. But then she's like, oh, he called me a dumb fuck. Yeah, you are a dumb fuck. Any fucking person that would, you sat there the whole time that, you know, Roy's crying his eyes out like the bitch he is, and the comments you're putting is blazing. Now, what if he said that shit about your family, Tracy? How would you feel about that? So if people just attacks your family and says terrible shit, how would you feel if they go around? See, nobody understands till it happens to them. Because like I said, when I was in there and I seen Bobby chatting, god damn, it pissed me off. Most people, you don't even care. Like when Serb says shit, I don't give a fuck because he's a little fucking bitch. I don't care about him. He's a known pathological liar. Nobody believes him. But Bobby, I considered like a YouTube friend. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, you know, he's one of the first people I'd met on this stuff. He's all, you know, we joke around with each other and shit. So it kind of, so when I asked about like, what the fuck? Then Bobby had no idea what I was talking about. And I kind of jumped to conclusions there because I just figured he knew. So as soon as I told Bobby, I was like, no, Flex has got it up on his thing. Bobby goes and looks, and Bobby doesn't, I mean, he says, you know, he's like, where at? And I tell him, but Bobby don't make no more comments. So I'm sitting there thinking like, goddamn, he don't even give a fuck. He's not even making a comment. But the next thing I know, somebody tells me that Bobby's going live and he calls that shit out. So that's the thing. You know, if you see it and you don't know, so like with Torp, if he's seen Bobby in a, you know, a chat or something, and he didn't know that Bobby had said that shit was wrong, it should have never happened, of course Torp's gonna be, as soon as Torp found out that Bobby did the right thing, it was fine. But that's the thing, when people, you know, say bullshit about you, like Serb, some people might tell me like, oh God, who cares, you know, which I am kind of better off there because he is a pathological fucking liar, but it still gets to you when fucking, you know, people lie about you. And, you know, you got people like lets them up there and lies like Necro, which Necro's a weird fucker. He's always been. I mean, dude, that this Necro always acts like, you know, he's Mr. Innocent, you know. dude, you've caused more fucking damage on that channel you got, Necro, than most people. Real life damage, you probably caused more than Cherry. Again, Cherry at least has got his, he's got enough sense to, if there's like really bad people around, Cherry don't want to do that because he knows they're going to end up turning them on him at some point. But again, people might say, like, why do you keep bringing this up? Why do you keep doing this? But that's the reason. I mean, you get so sick and tired of hearing bullshit. And, at some point in time, if you don't call it out, I mean, what if one person believed that? Which, I mean, who gives a fuck, right? It's YouTube people. I don't give a fuck what they think, right? But it's just still, what if somebody later on in my family, because that shit's on the internet. It could be a year from now, 5 years from now, someone hears it, and maybe that questions, just like with Torp. Imagine somebody a year from now, 5 years from now, they don't really know him. Maybe somebody buys a house in his neighborhood, and you know how that fucking phone shit works. I gotta hurry and get home. We're gonna go sport mode. Fuck that. I'm coming, Thunder. I'm gonna be on time. Don't worry. 35, we're going 65. I think better go back on this mode. But anyway, I'm just saying, if you were Torp and somebody had moved in your neighborhood and they see that could cause real problems. You know what I'm saying? They could, I mean, even though everybody that knows Torp any at all knows it's bullshit, right? Knows it's bullshit. And that's like anybody that knows Serb knows anything he fucking says is bullshit. He's a known fucking liar. Serb, everybody knows you're a fucking pathological. Again, here you go, buddy. Everything I've ever done. This is an easy one for you, Serb. You're up there talking bullshit and saying it. Put your money where your mouth is. $1,000, Serb. I'll put $1,000 to yours. Let's do. You got money to burn, so if you lose, you don't care, right? So burn some of that money or shut the fuck up. Like I said, the Torp situation, or even me, shit like that. I mean, what happened? What he said about me is not nowhere near as bad about Torp. Because, like I said, somebody could, see that and not know Torp, and that could really, which look what happened to him, before. And Torp's already went through that shit. He's already been through that previously. So of course, I mean, when he's seen it again, he got very upset. Because like I said, a lot of people might have seen him how mad he got, and they might think like, damn, he's overreacting. Or they might hear me calling Serb out and be like, damn, who cares? Nobody believes Serb, but that's the problem. Somebody could come around that, maybe newer to the thing. They don't know Serb's a fucking liar, but I'm going to do my best to always make sure everybody knows Serb's a liar. And Roy's a cocksucker. And Necro's an opportunist. Necro, you're on that fucking list now too, pal. I mean, I ain't fucking with you much because you like that kind of shit. You just, I don't know, you're a weird motherfucker. All you motherfuckers. I mean, think about that. Look over at some of them channels when they're there. Look at the chat. I mean, you got literally Jackie and Carrie just shit talking, saying stupid shit. They're fucking idiots. I mean, Jackie's got a, Cherry's the king. He's a character. Yet Cherry's caused a ton of real world problems for a lot of people. But as long as it ain't about Jackie, she don't give a fuck. But when someone starts fucking with Jackie or mentions Carrie, they're like, oh my God, why are they mentioning me? So you guys love to, sit there and talk shit until it comes back on you. But again, I don't know. You guys need to go fuck yourselves, really what you need to do. But Serb, if you're going to talk shit and you're going to say stuff, go all the way with it, buddy. Don't just sit there and say shit. That's like Roy saying he's going to go fly here and fly there. Don't talk. Don't even warn us. You know where I'm at all the time, Roy. Just fucking surprise me. We'll collaborate. What do you think, buddy? I mean, you motherfuckers. I mean, see, Roy, right now I'm going to tell you something. I'm not a bitch you can sling against the wall. I'm not your boss's fucking wife. Shit ain't gonna come out like that. Trust me on that. But again, we'll see you guys at 9 o'clock. We'll rip his ass up then. But it's like when these fucking people on YouTube say they're so used to saying shit and not getting hit that literally they just spew their bullshit. Serb, you've reached that level too, man. I mean, any kind of fucking anything you want to do, I'm on. No drugs, no alcohol, no nothing in me. And people who smoke weed, do a little drinking, hell, that's their lives. Hell, people who do meth, it ain't my fucking business as long as it ain't fucking with me. Yeah, it'll ruin their life and it's terrible. But still yet, you just don't throw out, allegations and just say shit. Everything I've said about you, Serb, I've proved. Or anything I've ever said about you, Serb, I will prove. Everything you said about me is pure bullshit and you can't prove it. I mean, you guys, like I said, you got Jackie, Carrie, Reese, Roy, Serb, Trey, a bunch of fucking losers. And Terry Tips and Tricks. Good old Terry's Tips and Tricks. I see you over there talking a little shit too. Terry used to come around, but now she's over there with him, so you're right at home there too, Terry. I mean, I waited for a long time. I tried not to say no. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. But when you're over there talking shit, making little jokes, people see that shit. They, you know, so if you know, when you sit there in them comments, Terry, and you act like you don't get into the drama, yes, you do. The only person I'll give any credit to was Eric. The other day when Roy came up there crying like a bitch, if you noticed, Eric was on the screen. Eric turns his camera off and fucking just stays out. Does that fucking cop sit here every goddamn night? What the fuck? I mean, is this, what the hell's going on here? I guess he just pulled. That'd be a good idea if you're a cop, you won't get paid. Just pull us down the road, turn the lights on. You can just say the guy you pulled over just pulled out. I don't know. Yeah, he's in the same goddamn spot, ain't he? I sort of say we might check on him, but hell, it's been, what, 24 hours since we seen him, so, he would have ran out of gas and the battery would have been dead now. Them lights wouldn't have been working. But anyway, sir, put up or shut up, you cocksucker. Roy, sir, Nick, all you motherfuckers. Every one of you motherfuckers go fuck yourselves. The rest of you guys, we'll see you at 9. Reese and Roy, it's going to be a great night for you guys. Later.